Hi folks, Van Prepper here with another Safe Act and Gun News update. First I'm going to lead with the bad news. The New Jersey Drake case has been declined by the Supreme Court. They are not going to hear the case, and for those of you who are not familiar with that, that is the case where Mr. Drake was a gentleman in New Jersey who owned an ATM business, and on multiple occasions had people kind of waiting around while he came to restock the ATMs and chased him and tried to rob him, and he was declined a concealed carry permit in the state of New Jersey because they said that this didn't demonstrate that his life was in danger. States like New Jersey, and there are plenty of them, that have make it almost impossible to get a concealed carry license for a law-abiding citizen. Now, keep in mind that if you're a criminal, you don't apply for a license, you just get the gun and put it in your pants, and it doesn't matter if you have a concealed carry license or not. So we all know that gun control does not affect criminals because they are by their very definition not concerned with what the law says. I know that this is really disappointing for a lot of people because myself included, we were waiting for the court to take up one of these cases. Heller and McDonald and so many others have established firmly the right for the individual to keep and bear arms for self-defense, but it's clear at some point the Supreme Court is going to have to take up one of these cases and rule to stop states from infringing on these rights and making it almost impossible to get these concealed carry licenses so that people can defend themselves outside of the home. And at some point, listen, the Supreme Court's going to take one of these cases, and I don't want people to be discouraged, because if you look at the momentum in Second Amendment cases and pro-freedom cases, it's still on our side. We had a big court decision in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. We had 3 huge decisions in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, all coming down solidly in favor of the Second Amendment and our freedoms. So don't be discouraged because the Supreme Court declined to hear this case. There's going to be other cases, and at some point I'm fairly confident that they will hear a case. And let's hope we still have a Supreme Court that respects the Constitution and does their job at that point. Secondly, there was a big pro-Second Amendment anti-Safe Act rally held at the Inner Harbor in Syracuse, New York. This rally was huge. The pictures are epic. I'm going to post a link to at least one article, maybe 2. The pictures were epic in this thing, just tons of people, and comical when taken in contrast with the pitiful statewide protest that happened in Albany by the New Yorkers Against Gun Violence group that managed to put up about 80 people in Albany. That was a statewide thing. This was just a Syracuse area protest, and they got hundreds, and it looks like it might be over 1,000 people at that rally. It looked like an epic rally, but of course all the coverage went to the New Yorkers Against Gun Violence rally, which nobody cares about and nobody attended, but it fits the media's mantra. Anyway, check out this thing. Momentum is building. New Yorkers are not going to stop. We are going to continue to fight for our rights. You know, people like me who were always sitting on the sidelines before are up and active and doing everything we can to try and win back our rights and to get a government in place that will respect our individual freedoms. So don't grow weary, guys. Keep up the fight. Finally, Athens, New York, had a big turnout at a town hall meeting, and lots of pro-Second Amendment guys came out, and they convinced the town council to enact a resolution, to vote in a resolution calling for the repeal of the New York State Safe Act. This was, again, a symbolic measure, but all over the state, communities are doing this, and I think it's a great measure. It continues to put the relatively small urban areas on an island by themselves, that they're the only ones who support this garbage legislation. I know it's frustrating. I know cases like the Drake case, can get really frustrating. I know seeing the poll numbers every day for Andrew Cuomo can be frustrating. I am urging every single pro-Second Amendment person in this nation and in this state to stand tall and to stand firm. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We're going to get bad news all the time, and the media is going to try and get us to quit because they do not want us showing up. They do not want us continuing to bring this message. They do not want us engaging in this battle for the hearts and minds of our neighbors and our friends and our family and our communities. So don't grow weary, okay? Just hang in there. It's a long road until the election, but we can do this. We can do the heavy lifting, and we can get Andrew Cuomo sent packing, and he can go home and live with his dad or something, because they're both useless in my opinion. I'm Van Prepper. This has been another Safe Act and Gun News update. Happy shooting, everybody.